First, it's only natural for expectant mums to feel nervous at the prospect of giving birth. So is there too much pressure these days on particular birth plans? What do we think?
I think it's something that's like gone in waves over the years. Because if you talk to my mum, she'll say in her day, you did what the obstetrician told you. They were God. The doctors were God. You had to go into hospital. You know, if they wanted you up on a table doing it a certain way, that was how it had to be. Husbands weren't allowed in and all the rest of it. And you did it their way. And then there was a sort of reaction against that. And I remember feeling part of that reaction in the 80s and certainly the 90s, where you had to do it naturally or normally. And you were sort of almost looked down upon if you didn't. And I remember going through that period. And now it's in the last decade, it's almost as there's been a backlash against that. I don't know. And people are starting to rethink how we should. And when it comes down to it, shouldn't it be our choice?
Yes.
And how you feel. The only trouble is you don't really know how you feel with your first one, do you?
Well, that was the thing. When I was expecting, you know, my first one, and months before, I think at the first, you know, prenatal thing you go to, and they said, and what birth plan have you got? And I was like, well, I don't really know, because I might sail through it, I might have no pain or you don't know. So I couldn't make a birth plan because I didn't want to say something and then get there and think, I don't want that. And then by the time I had Kira, my third one, I did feel a little bit pressured into having a home birth. I had everything set up for a home birth. They just kept going on about, oh, you know, you've had two, so the third one will be fine, and it's much nicer at home. And gradually I thought, oh, I don't think they've got time for me at hospital. I think I should have it at home. You know, when the baby's born, you're in your own bed, and they brought all the stuff round, and it was all set up for a home birth. But inside I was thinking,
I came under the same sort of pressure. I remember the same thing.
I did think, oh, I don't want a home birth. And I was quite glad that she was 10 days overdue, so I wasn't allowed a home birth. I was like, oh, thank you, child.